Tell you, all that hemp talk gave me a case of the munchies, so I'm glad that...
I was going to say, I'm ready for something to eat,
hungry,
bro.
man. It's lunchtime. All right, Mark. Well, here's some good news for you. We're doing our first ever Cook It Forward, and it's with Mark Dalla Vicenza. He's the sales director
Dalla
at
Vicenza, Tim.
Vicenza.
at
Dalla
Portage.
Vicenza.
Oh, look at, he's all dressed up. He's got an apron on. He's out of beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. How you doing over there?
Hey. Thanks so much for this opportunity, Tim. And I think you guys do a great job spreading the good word about freight, logistics, and trucking. It's truly an honor. So thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Going to make some Caesar salad for you.
Beautiful. Bring it on. Let's see. What do we have going on here? Is this a family recipe?
Okay, well, just the recipe basically is some garlic, anchovies, some Dijon mustard, oil, red wine vinegar, a little Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce, and an egg yolk. So the process is you should use a wood bowl, and the best thing to do with a Caesar salad is to use the same bowl over time and just gently sanitize it, because the flavors actually go into the bowl, and as you make it more, it enhances the flavor of your Caesar salad.
Yeah.
So
Gotta
just
season
start out
it.
with some garlic.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
Did you have
exactly.
a dedicated Caesar salad?
I don't have one, but I did know that.
Okay.
Because I have dedicated iron skillets.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you got to
season that.
Yeah, I
thing,
knew
right?
the same thing there. I'm interested on what kind of wood that is. It looks like he's got a giant, a walnut
Let's get
cut
the
in
camera
half.
back on him.
Yeah, it's actually came from the very far west coast, Tofino, British Columbia. My wife and I bought it there.
Wow.
And we searched high and low for this baby, and we're really proud of it. So I had to showcase it on your show. So thank you. Little salt and pepper with the garlic and anchovies, some seasoning salt.
Nico Brad would like to know. I think he's going to jump on Amazon and try and get one of these things. He would like to know what kind of bowl that is.
It's just a wood bowl. It's made from we bought it from a First Nations fellow, basically on the beach, and yeah, it was expensive, but I think it was really worth it because we're really proud of it, and it celebrates the First Nations, who we should always honor.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love a bowl with a story.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it was a great vacation too. By the way. In segueing to freshness, this Caesar salad is brought to you by Portage Transport.
Beautiful.
We're an asset-based carrier located in Portage la Prairie, Manitoba. Mm-hmm. We have 115 trucks and 150 trailers. We're also Iron Apple FSMA sanitary transport compliant, and we service domestic Canada as well as do cross-border extensively. Canada, U.S., U.S. to Canada. So shameless plug. There you go. It's not all about Caesar salad, but if you want to keep that fresh, just call us.
I love it. Is this the first time you've ever pitched your company while wearing an apron and making a Caesar salad in a First Nations wooden bowl?
Yes, it is. It's the first, Tim. And
He's
it's an honor to do it for you, sir.
Beautiful. So now is that the Worcestershire you're going with now?
Yeah.
This is the Worcester, and then I'm just going to add oil and vinegar, and then we're going to mix that up in a nice slurry there. Make sure that all the flavors are coming together. I don't know if you can see through the magic of television the process here. So
he's just slurring it up. Yeah.
What we did was we did a half a cup of oil to a quarter cup of red wine vinegar. Gives you a little bit of that punch, that sort of acidity and punch through the red wine vinegar as well. And then an egg yolk. We don't use the whites. We want it nice and thick and sloppy.
Delicious.
That's what I like. It's like a Caesar salad dressing to me, not like heavy, but a nice coating, but a little like a thin mayonnaise, if you would.
Yeah, so does that acts like an emulsifier, right? It's what binds it helps it bind all the ingredients in the salad dressing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
100%.
So would you say, Mark, that kind of describes your philosophy on sales leadership as well? Just a light emulsifier?
That sounds great. Great segue. Yes, and it's just also understanding what your customers' needs are and trying to provide solutions to fulfill those needs. And that's what the spirit of Portage Transport is all about, from our operators to the operation staff, the dispatch. We're all one big family and a big team, and it works well. You know, it started in 1998 with Bernie Drager, and he was the one that he bought his first truck, and it's grown now to 115 trucks, and it just keeps on growing. And I think it just speaks to the quality of the people and the service that we can provide that in turn creates that growth. So I'm really proud to be part of the organization.
Nice. You know, Dooner, when I was in sales, my philosophy was to, just to lightly sanitize them after every touch point with my customers so that I could build up that seasoning with them, to build that relationship over time.
Sprinkle a little Parmesan on them, right?
A little Parmesan.
Now, Parmesan Reggiano, baby.
Now, as a sales director, now he kind of said you are the emulsifier, just the binding ingredient in there. So then who's the croutons?
Pricing's the croutons.
Who has that crunch?
The pricing department is the croutons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. And it's always kind of that delicate dance that you have to do back and forth. And I provide that sort of buffer in between there, and I communicate in between as well. So
now tell me, with that lettuce, did you go straight for romaine?
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, that was romaine lettuce. Thanks, Tim.
Sure.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Now, normally we do a little bit of croutons. My wife will toast some croutons, throw a little seasoning on it. This is called the dressing's called Caesar salad Dalla, and the croutons are called croutana Vicenza. Just so you know, it's the family recipe.
I like how seriously that you take this too. To you, it's an art, and you are very deliberate in all your actions here.
Oh, thank you. Well, you know what? I started when I was. Originally, my choice of vocation was to be in restaurants, and I worked in restaurants from when I was 14 years old till I was 42, part-time and full-time.
Wow!
But in that time, doing transportation and actually, while I was driving for UPS, where I just started my transportation industry, this was back in 1988. I used to work restaurants on weekends, and this is part of what I did: tableside service, Chateaubriand, Caesar salad, those kinds of things as well. So that's I've always enjoyed that part of my life, but I really enjoy transportation as well. So and it pays the bills. So
beautiful. We've got about 90 seconds left for the segment. So what else? What's the final finishing touches on this salad to make it all work?
Well, the nice thing about it is this is basically all completed. All we need to do is just put it in a nice chilled plate, which is usually the nice thing, the way it's be served, and then just place it on the plate. And then what I like to do is, with a little mandolin and some you could use some Parmesan Reggiano. I think this is Asiago as well. You can use another cheese and just grate it on top, and there you have it. Caesar salad.
You got to grate it.
To enjoy.
That is beautiful. I'm giving you a little cowbell for it. We highly appreciate it. And I'll tell you why you got to use the grater. So people out there, the reason I watch a lot of America's Test Kitchen. Okay. And one of the reasons you use the grater is because when you get the packaged ones, they put starch in it so it doesn't bind together.
And you don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want that, especially in Parmesan where you're already getting kind of thin granules.
What about the twirlies?
That's fine.
Is it okay?
That's fine. I'm just talking about the prepackaged, already shredded.
Had to grate this way.
Yeah, you don't want that
specific.
Stuff. You don't want that. Hey, how do people go reach out?
Pros.
I cook a little at home. How do people reach out? How do they get in touch with you, and how do they get in touch with Portage? And how do they order a Caesar?
PortageTransport.com is where you can go, or you can just reach out for me on LinkedIn, Facebook, and I'm certainly welcome to speak to you on any opportunities you might have in the U.S. or Canada. Bear in mind, because we're a Canadian carrier, we honor that. We do cross-border, so Canada, U.S., U.S. to Canada in terms of the United States. So, but yeah, absolutely. If you're doing business in Canada, give us a call. We'll be happy to assist you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. Take care and have a great weekend.